is Leon, and I want to talk about. I want to continue with connections. Basically, when I uh, uh, recorded my previous video log about connecting particular specific skin colors to the word nature. And so, when and as I look at the word nature, I see positive and negative connections. Just want to elaborate on this point a little bit more about words and connections, because basically the connections in itself is in fact the word as what I am, or what one is living as. And so there is a particular word that is the superficial presentation that is the combination of letters that form a particular specific word. But the relationship to that word is in fact the word that is being lived as the superficial representation of a particular specific word. And so if I take the word nature, for instance, I am living that word as the word within me are the connections, as the relationships consisting of thoughts, imaginations, internal conversations within myself, and reactions that outflow as reactions of emotions and feelings. And so thus, when and as I participate in emotions and feelings, I am thus participating in an outflow of a particular specific relationship as a word within myself, as a thought, imagination, or an internal conversation, as a back chat within myself in the form of words within myself that I speak within and as my mind, that creates the outflow of emotions and feelings. Therefore, when and as I look at the word nature, I see, realize, and understand that I connect the word nature to a particular specific skin color and tone, as a skin color and tone that is olive based. If you have a look at a tree, for instance, the color of that tree would be in fact a brownish to olive color base, more like a palm tree, for instance. If you have a look at the branch of a palm tree, that branch is in fact that branch in fact matches the skin tone or skin color of particular specific individuals within this world and reality. Therefore, when and as I look at the word nature, I see the positive connections that I connected and the negative connections that I connected to the word nature is in fact the word that I live as the living word in separation of the actual expression of and as the word nature. Okay, so when I have a look at the positive connections of the word nature, I see life, the word life that I connected to nature. Therefore, if I connect the word life to nature, that means that I am not in fact living, but I need to instead have a relationship as a particular specific experience within myself as a form of a feeling or an emotion to create my definition of life as that particular experience within myself. Therefore, I am not living. I am in fact, what is in fact living is a feeling to and towards and about life that I connected to the word nature, as that would be a positive representation, outflow of the word nature. And so when and as I look at a negative connection to the word nature, it would be death would be one word that I connected to the word nature. But if I have a look at the negative relationship to the word nature, it is in fact words such as stress and anxiety that I connected to the word nature. Stress and anxiety, meaning that they are particular specific negative experiences within myself, wherein what I do within my world in reality is when it has, well, how I react in my world in reality is when and as I see that particular skin tone or color that matches how I define life as connected to the word nature. I just get this experience within me, within myself, and thus there is this experience of a healing, because life heals is another word that I connect to the word life, healing. And so therefore my experience to and towards life is healing, because and so that experience is triggered by and through looking at color, form as color within my world in reality, instead of actually living life as who I am. And how do I in fact live life? First thing you have to do is in fact have a look at the connections, and thus forgive oneself for accepting and allowing oneself to partake in a relationship that is not in fact real in any way whatsoever. And so thus to live is in fact to first release self from and as these relationships, as words, as connections that self has formed and created to words. And so that is a breakdown of the connections that are really in fact an important, vital part of and as self-forgiveness, as the process of releasing oneself, the relationships of oneself, the relationships that self created to and towards particular specific points, words, pictures, forms, etc. Thank you.